Every NBA team went into the 2022-23 season with a clear game plan. Even though the campaign has been going on for less than a month, most of these strategies have already been changed, and a few of them may soon be thrown out completely. So sit back as we give you an insight into the one problem every 2022-23 NBA team didn't see coming this season. Starting with number 30, Atlanta Hawks, three-point funk. If you told the Atlanta Hawks just before the season that DeJounte Murray would make 40% of his long-range shots and DeAndre Hunter would make a career-high 44.4%, they might expect the NBA's greatest perimeter offense. They're 26th in makes and 15th in accuracy, so they're not even close. At number 29, Boston Celtics, defensive decline. Robert Williams III's knee surgery delayed his season debut, but the Boston Celtics knew their defense would miss him. However, a defensive efficiency drop from the 1st to 22nd was likely unexpected. At number 28, Brooklyn Nets, changing coaches in less than 2 weeks. Brooklyn entered this season as a curiosity with a sky-high ceiling and possibly the lowest floor of any competitor. Despite Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving's nearly 60 points per game, the team is 2-6. At number 27, Charlotte Hornets, James Bouknight regressing. After an eerily silent debut season, James Bouknight's recent decline felt even worse. Bouknight now looks terrible. It's 29.2, it's 1.6. He has more scoreless games than games where he shot over 37%. At number 26, Chicago Bulls, Patrick Williams' failure to launch. Last season, the Chicago Bulls did a lot of things right, but their lack of a physical two-way forward was obvious. Williams isn't growing into that role. His career low minutes are 22.6. His 44.2 field goal percentage and 30.0 three-point splash rate are personal worsts. At number 25, Cleveland Cavaliers, Caris LeVert's inside-the-arc struggles. Caris LeVert has a career-best 48.5% three-point shooting and a career-worst 33.3% floor shot. How? His 21.4% inside-the-arc success percentage is hurting his overall rate. At number 24, Dallas Mavericks' JaVale McGee's lack of impact. The Dallas Mavericks want JaVale McGee to work, which makes sense. Maybe this will work, but Dallas has done better with practically any other center. His field goal shooting is down double digits, and his team numbers are even worse. At number 23, Denver Nuggets, second unit slippage. The Denver Nuggets know they'll be different without Nikola Jokic. When rostering the defending two-time MVP, that's life. That doesn't imply things will fall apart without him. He cost them 16.3 points per 100 possessions last season. They're 31.2 points poorer when he needs a break this season. At number 22, Detroit Pistons, Killian Hayes regression. NBA players' third seasons are often crucial. If so, Killian Hayes' career is more vulnerable than ever. Hayes doesn't threaten defenses. His 17, 13.3, 66.7, and 2.5 points per game indicate a major decline. At number 21, Golden State Warriors, two-way trouble. Slowly starting the season is fine. It's unusual for a heavyweight candidate to rate 20th on the attack, 25th in defense, and 23rd in net rating. Golden State will win its first game over a 500 or better team. At number 20, Houston Rockets, field goal shooting. Overall, they have the worst shooting percentage in the league at 41.8%, and their two-point shooting percentage is even worse at 46.6%. Worse, though, is the fact that their worst players are also their most important ones. At number 19, Indiana Pacers, Miles Turner's slow start. Miles Turner has been traded several times during his 7+ seasons with the Indiana Pacers, but never like this. While the team rebuilds, the 26-year-old is rushing to free agency in 2023. Since this relationship appears to be over, the Pacers need a win-now shopper. At number 18, Los Angeles Clippers, anemic offense. Paper-heavy Clippers. However, without Kawhi Leonard, they're floundering again. Offensively, the Clippers rank 29th behind their Crypto.com arena neighbors. They're 27th in true shooting percentage and worst in turnover percent, 17.1, 54.4. At number 17, Los Angeles Lakers, offensive congestion. We're not a team made of outstanding shooting, LeBron James said, so the Lakers expected spacing concerns. Unlike bad shooting, paint-clogged bricks are unprecedented in this league. The Lakers had the lowest three-point percentage, 26.6, and true shooting percentage, 82nd, of the 88 teams that attempted 200-plus threes in their first 6 games, 51.5. At number 16, Memphis Grizzlies, leaky, league-worst defense. The Memphis Grizzlies score the 3rd most points and have the 6th best offense. They are also 24th in net rating and 23rd in scoring difference. How can those things go together? As a result, the defense stinks. At number 15, Miami Heat, major defensive drop-off. The Miami Heat win on defense, but they're not even playing well right now. Miami's decline without PJ Tucker has been considerably worse than projected. The Heat's defense dropped from 4th to 18th this season. At number 14, Milwaukee Bucks, shaky Milwaukee shooting. Wisconsin won't grumble since the Milwaukee Bucks have the only perfect record and no Chris Middleton. Listening intently may reveal more clangs. Middleton would help, but his absence shouldn't force this team into the league's bottom third for field goal, 22nd, three-point, 25th, and free throw, 26th shooting. At number 13, Minnesota Timberwolves' perimeter problems on offense. Their perimeter offense has been poorly. D'Angelo Russell, Jaden McDaniels, and Jalen Noel have all declined, contributing to the team's offensive efficiency dropping from 6th to 24th. The three players are below 30%. At number 12, New Orleans Pelicans, too deep to find developmental minutes. Despite Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram's 5 absences throughout 6 games, the New Orleans Pelicans are hinting at a skyscraper ceiling. New Orleans is good, so you can bet they won't have time to sit with their problems as of now. At number 11, New York Knicks, the offense. In 6 games, New York starters have only made 36 three-pointers. To put things in perspective, Stephen Curry has 38 triples by himself. Surprisingly, the low volume isn't even the biggest problem here. This unit is really falling apart because of how well it works or how poorly it works. At number 10, Oklahoma City Thunder, too many wins. At some point soon, it will make sense for the Oklahoma City Thunder to put their foot down on the gas and speed up their rebuild. This is not that time. Not with Chet Holmgren out for the season and a strong draft class coming up next summer. At number 9, Orlando Magic, Mo Bamba's seeking value. Orlando Magic re-signed Mo Bamba to a 2-year, $20.6 million deal to open free agency. They know why. That's not a knock on him, but in a front court with so many players, it wasn't evident how he made money. Orlando thought he was worth 8 figures, but even the team may suddenly conclude he can't play an 8-figure role. At number 8, Philadelphia 76ers, Danuel House Jr.'s slow start. House has only been right with 27.3 of his long-range shots, and since three-point shots are a big part of his offense, that's probably why he only scores 2.6 points per game. His defensive box plus-minus score of -1.4 is the worst of his career. At number 7, Phoenix Suns, point God's shooting funk. Chris Paul might get over this, but so far it hasn't been easy. His 35.9% success rate on field goals and 23.1% success rate on three-point shots are both the worst of his career. Even his 82.6% on free throws is the second worst he's ever had. It's too soon to be worried, but the Phoenix Suns can't let this go on for too long. At number 6, Portland Trailblazers, turnover trouble. Portland must cherish possessions more. Despite their improved two-way balance, the Blazers still prioritize attack. Turnovers stop the assault, feed the opposition's transition game, and make defense harder. At number 5, Sacramento Kings, middling offensive efficiency. According to the eye test, the whole of Sacramento is less than the sum of its parts. In other words, some King players are off to good starts, but that doesn't do much to help the rest of the team. At number 4, San Antonio Spurs, this failed plan. They have cut ties with almost every well-known veteran and are focusing on a rebuild that might not take too long if the 2023 draft goes well, but they need to do their part first and start building up their chances of winning the lottery. Getting off to a 5-2 start is the opposite of what the organization should be trying to do. At number 3, Toronto Raptors, Precious Achiuwa's inefficiency. Achua was thought to be a good player, but his three-point shooting has gone downhill, and it looks like it will stay downhill because he's never been a good free throw shooter. The bigger worry, though, is that he is now only making 37% of his shots from the field, which seems impossible since most of his shots are from close range. At number 2, Utah Jazz, exceeding expectations at the worst time. If Utah's young people had just done better than expected, this early success might be fine. Most of the damage is being done by 30-year-olds like Mike Conley, Kelly Olynyk, and Jordan Clarkson, which doesn't make the franchise's future look any better. And number 1, Washington Wizards, a punchless offense. The team is still 25th in offense, which is the worst ranking for Washington since Beal's rookie year in 2012-13. This offense has too many weapons to be having this much trouble, but the shot menu needs some math changes. That's a wrap for this video. What's the team you're rooting for this season? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.